Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 90 of the Crickpicks podcast. I'm Behram, who you can find at DefMango on Twitter. With me is my colleague Saurabh, who you can find at Saurabh_42 on Twitter. And then we've got Varun Alvaconda as well, who you cannot find on social media even if you try. Now, if you're new to Crickpicks, what we do on this show is that we take any generic cricket category and we draft our top 5 each for that category in a snake-style draft competition. So the pick order goes 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3. I don't know why I said that in reverse, but it's 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. And sometimes what we do is that we combine to draft teams of 12, which is what we are going to do today. But before I tell you what the task is, just a quick reminder that all of our podcasts are powered by our supporters on Patreon. So all of these Good Areas shows, thanks to our supporters on Patreon, we get them, and you can become one of them by going to Patreon/Good Areas podcast. Then you can enjoy ad-free content, talk to us exclusively, and also give us podcast recommendations, Crickpicks recommendations. Today, fellas, I don't know whose idea this was. Maybe you guys can shed some light on that. But we are combining to assemble an all-time Asian T20I team. So yeah, of retired cricketers. Asian T20I team of retired cricketers. That's correct. Whose idea was this?
I think Varun's. Yeah, it was
because
Varun's
I wanted
idea.
we did test some ideas. I wanted to complete this.
So yeah, this is the end of that little set then. And then
Thank God for that.
we put our names in a random, order generator as well, because this is a new combo, isn't it? We've never done this before, have we?
No.
Yeah, we haven't.
Yeah, that's exciting. What was the order then, Varun, that came out?
It was Saurabh, Behram and me.
Ooh, so Saurabh Somani gets first pick. And I mean, there are lots of options. I feel like it's not a good podcast it's not a good Crickpicks to have first pick in. But let's see. Let's see if he can screw this up.
I'm going to probably pick someone that you wanted to. Just before we start, so we are considering only the T20 international stats, right?
It doesn't matter.
I mean, we are not.
You can,
I think it should.
yes, but you can still, if you want to mention the T20I numbers and T20 numbers, I don't think it makes much of a difference, because the only stipulation in my mind was that the player must have already retired from T20Is.
I think that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. So my first pick is Shahid Afridi.
Makes sense.
Had to be.
Yeah. I mean, he was a prototype, right?
I mean, there are. So when I was making the list before coming on the show, there were 2, possibly 3 players who I thought could make a current all-time Asian T20I 11. And Shahid Afridi was top of that list. There was another guy who was also on that list, who I suspect you will pick next. So, yeah.
I mean, when you think of Shahid Afridi, he was kind of designed in a lab to specifically play T20s.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure what his numbers are, but he's not a numbers cricketer. He'll give you 4 overs of top quality wrist spin, and he can smash it.
He still struck at 150, and this is after, playing T20s when he's post his batting peak.
Yeah.
So
He's old and
quite a
weathered.
while. Yeah. We still don't know what his age was, but it was quite past his prime. And he was still playing it like T20 was supposed to be played. He was playing a 2020 version of T20 cricket in the 2000s or 2010s, wherever he played. So, and his bowling, I think, is sort of underrated. He was, I think, a really, really useful bowler.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think he was
the
best
perfect
in T20s.
And it's just the perfect guy to have at number 7 or something,
True, but he gives you or offers you versatility in the sense that you can slot him in as opener as well if you want to. And
if we do, yeah.
We might end up doing that. We don't know thus far. But it's just that Afridi, I feel like his bowling was best in T20s. And then that's 4 high quality wrist spin overs, which you can kind of bowl him through the middle. And then he's also a terrific fielder. He won Pakistan a T20 World Cup pretty much on his own, with the
He
ball,
did,
with the
yeah.
bat. He downed both of South Africa and Sri Lanka in the semi and final. And we remember the 2009 World T20 because of Shahid Afridi. Like, even though Dilshan
Yeah.
has went mad and he was Dil scooping everyone, the one frame that comes to mind is Afridi with a starman pose, helmet in one hand, bat in the other, having won Pakistan the T20 World Cup. So yeah, I mean, that
He should have won the MVP in 2009 too. I
He
think they
should
should
have.
have there.
Yeah.
I was about to say that as well.
He-
I think when we did the MVP's piece last year for the World Cups,
Hmm.
it's insane how often he shows up. Like, I think even in 2016, he was gone by then, right? He was old, and he still had like a very good true strike rate. So that's one of my favorite memories of him.
Yeah.
He also, I think, pioneered the spinner delivering a bouncer before Krunal Pandya made it more popular.
And I believe Rashid Khan said that he was inspired by
Yeah.
Kumble and Afridi mainly, right? With his bowling.
Okay, yeah, I can see that. He was,
I mean, they share the same ethnic lineage, right? Afridi and
Yeah.
Rashid Khan. So that I'm sure must have played a role as well. But it's interesting you mentioned the shooter or zooter, because Afridi would out of nowhere pull out a delivery that was, I don't know, 130 kilometers per hour somewhere.
There's
low.
134, I think
Yeah.
it was, right? I remember that.
It's crazy. Absolutely insane. Anyway, obvious first pick for you, Saurabh.
yeah.
I could go a few different ways over here, and this might surprise you guys, but I'm sticking to Pakistan, and I'm sticking to that 2009 T20 World Cup team as well. Give me our frontline spinner of this team in Saeed Ajmal. I feel like he definitely deserves to be on this team. He's a dusra bowler as well, so unlike other off spinners, he can turn the ball in both directions. I checked his numbers, and I mean, he was the Rashid Khan before Rashid Khan with the ball. I know that Rashid bats as well, and Saeed Ajmal's batting is comedy at best, but still fun. I'd pay to watch it. And I mean, phenomenal numbers in the shortest format. If you look at T20Is, he took 85 wickets in 63 innings, and his average was 17.8. His economy was 6.36. These numbers hold up across all T20s. So he played 193 innings, or bowled in 193 innings. He took 271 wickets, and his average slips down to 7.36 or 17.36, about half a run less. And then his economy is 6.5, which is slightly more than what his economy was in T20Is. So I mean, science is the man. And Ajmal knew a thing or two about that. I mean, he was unplayable, and he was the sort of guy or sort of bowler who you could bowl in all phases as well. I know people remember the Mike Hussey over, but Ajmal did a job and a half plenty of times in death overs as well. So he was kind of very, very diverse with respect to which phase you can use him in.
Yeah,
I
so
am
he's got
a
a
little-
true economy of plus 1.23. Elite.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's insane.
I had Ajmal in my shortlist for sure,
Hmm.
but I am a little surprised that he went as high as number 2.
I rate him really highly. Honestly, when you said that
Yeah.
you might steal my first pick, I was like, I don't think he has Ajmal in mind. I was sure that someone's going to take Afridi. I was like, I don't want to break a sweat over there. It's too obvious. So I wanted to ensure that, Ajmal gets picked. And clearly all three of you had him. So maybe I have taken him too early, but that's fine.
All three of us?
Yeah. You didn't have him?
Yeah. No, I think you said all three of you had him. So that
Oh
was it.
yeah, all two of you had him, and all three of us. That's correct. But yeah, anyway, so we've
No,
got.
when you said
Yeah.
when you said 2009, I thought you were going for the fast bowler from that era.
See, there's another bowler who could
That's-
take his
Yeah.
place.
I had him
why-
above Ajmal. Yeah.
Really interesting, because
Yeah.
I feel like
That's my
there's
pick, right?
there's a Sri Lankan who might get in ahead of the Pakistani. Probably will get in ahead of the Pakistani.
I mean,
So
both
of them
can
should
be
be in the
there.
team.
Both
Yeah.
could
Both
be there.
should be in the team.
Let's
Yeah.
not give out any spoilers. We've got two spinners already, and our number 7 batter in Afridi potentially. And
Yeah.
now Varun has 2 picks in a row. I know where he's going for this with his first pick. I just know it. in my bones.
I'm just gonna vote farm this and just go for Virat Kohli.
Oh, all right. Is he opening?
I have him at 3 for now.
Okay.
You have him at 3, okay. I
Yeah.
had it. I mean, we can move that around later.
I was saying this on the group. I think he's the greatest T20 international batter ever, just because of the World Cup legacy. He has 2 elite World Cups in 2014 and 2016, and a
Yeah.
good one in 2012. We'll not talk about 2022 because I don't want to get yelled at by Kohli fans. But yeah, so unlike I think his IPL record, which has flaws, I think his T20 international career is near perfect till like 2019 or so.
Yeah.
Because international cricket is so much lower scoring than IPL is, his numbers more than hold up in it.
It's insane, right? Because in IPL cricket and T20s overall, you can see how people could make a case that, okay, he has a bit of a strike rate issue, but that doesn't hold true in T20Is. In T20Is, he is a monster. And I know that he has those goated campaigns in 14 and 16, and I know Varun doesn't want to talk about 22, but I feel like we need to talk about 24 a bit, because his job was different. He had to go out there and attack. That wasn't working. He continued to fail, but his buy-in was there that, okay, if this is what the team requires of me, I'll continue to do it. So you could see that, okay, Kohli's, not being selfish here. And then come final, he plays the Schrodinger's Kohli innings, where India won the final, so now it's hailed or heralded and regarded as one of the finest knocks ever in a T20
No.
T20 final.
I don't
It's
think
grown.
it's regarded.
That knock has grown on me. I think I hated it initially,
But
but now I only slightly dislike it.
But I feel like
Okay.
there's still some value over there. Look, he ensured that India got to a score and stuck around for long enough and scored that slowish 70 odd total, right?
So
but then again,
the question is, did he need to stick around for that long? Because India had a fairly deep batting lineup.
true.
He didn't need to sort of. I felt that then. I still feel it now. I didn't like Varun. I didn't hate it. I just slightly disliked it. I still slightly dislike it. But they won in the end. So you can't really point too many fingers at it.
Yeah, I mean, look, that's why it's Schrodinger's Kohli. Ultimately, it's
Yeah.
one of those knocks which you're like, oh, he batted under pressure. He ensured India got to a total, and then they defended it, and then they won. But had India lost that final, this would have been all the rage as well. So anyway, I still feel.
And the same thing happened in the IPL final a year later.
Oh, yeah, of course, that happened in the IPL final. He won
I
both of
think-
those tournaments. That's why.
My conspiracy theory is that if Virat Kohli played KL Rahul to knock India win 2023.
Yeah, one.
We need a Schrodinger's Kohli in 2023.
Absolutely, but what a legacy in the end, right? You got those two titles back to back, and he currently holds both titles all at once, and that's probably what helps him sleep like a baby at night. Why wouldn't it, right? By the way, Varun, I kind of knew that Kohli would make it to this team, but I thought your first pick might be different. Not my guess, honestly. Where I thought you.
Yeah,
would
If
go.
you're thinking of the keeper, I don't rate him highly in T20 internationals.
I'm thinking of an opening batter. Let's see if you go there or not.
I was
Now
thinking of a
I'll take the other
bowler.
Pakistani bowler.
Okay,
I'll go Umar Gul.
interesting.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought Varun would go for a bowler, the Pakistani or the other nationality one, which we don't want to spoil.
Yeah, I mean, good.
Yeah, I think Umar Gul might be the most underrated bowler of all time in T20 internationals. Like he just, I think it's because he doesn't play the IPL much. People just don't give him the credit it's due. Like one of these days, we'll do a podcast on how bad the ICC's team of the decade was. The fact that he wasn't in that T20 side is one of the many reasons. It's utterly moronic.
That's
Can we also talk about how bad the ICC T20I rankings are? I think they're just bad. I don't know what algorithm they use, but there's so many out there that are better.
They use runs as an algorithm, man. Clearly, they use runs as an algorithm. I mean, hopefully they've
Yeah,
changed that, because currently Abhishek Sharma is number one T20I batter, but
That's true.
for the longest time it was flawed.
I don't know what they've done, but they've done something correct if he's number one.
No, or Abhishek has scored so many runs so quickly that he has broken the algorithm and become number
That's
one
also
anyway.
Yeah,
That's fair.
Also, Varun, what are his numbers, Gullies? Because I remember him to be a phenom at the death, right? Pakistan would introduce him in the 12th over alone, and then he'd just bowl out. And Yorkers for days and at will. He had some of the best Yorkers. One caveat is that if he played today, maybe he'd get ramped too much. You know?
Yeah, I think that's fair. So his true economy at the death is +1. So no issue. That's again elite. You're talking about elite territory there, right?
Yeah.
And then we also, if you really need it, you can also use Ajmal for like an over at the death if the pitch is dragging.
Yeah. And I mean, his raw numbers are pretty good as well. 85 wickets in 60 T20Is. He's taking his wickets at less than 17 apiece, and his economy is also 7.19. Those numbers get worse in all T20s, but then, of course, there's a bit of, him playing on a bit too long in that as well. But yeah, an unsung T20, hero, I would say, and a goat of his own era. So now you're done with your two picks, aren't you, Varun?
Yes.
So it's back
you
to me.
again.
So I'll take the player that I thought you'd pick up in a heartbeat. Give me Virender Sehwag. It's fairly obvious. I think he deserves to be here in this team. Sure, his averages aren't great, In T20Is,
He
he's
hasn't
averaging. Yeah, go for
played
it.
much T20Is. He
He
hasn't
might
played much T20.
not have, but he's, in T20I's show, he's only batted 18 times, averages a smidgen under 22 with a strike rate of 145. But in overall T20s, and there's a lot of IPL cricket in this, he's averaging nearly 27 with the bat with a strike rate of 147.8, which for his era is demonic, right? Like, it's just unreal. And I mean, there are a few opening batting options over here that we could have gone for, but I think we work for good areas, so it would be really unfair on the entire team, Shayan and Jared included, if we didn't include Virender Sehwag in this team.
I didn't have him just because I just didn't think his T20 international numbers are strong enough. Like overall T20s, he's my first pick.
Interesting.
Like, just
So,
on
yeah,
T20 international, I didn't have him.
Same. I had the same thought process as Varun because I thought I wanted to pick him. I really wanted to. But overall T20 is no question. Virender Sehwag makes any team. But T20 internationals, I just didn't think he had played enough to be a serious contender.
I guess I never looked at sample size as a metric that needs to be, we need to pay heed to that, because I was like, okay, people who have retired and were from Asia and we're building a T20 team. For me, T20I numbers per se weren't like the barometer, but I get what you guys are saying. I'm still happy with my pick, so I've got no issues. Viru can open the batting, potentially with Kohli, potentially with Afridi. We don't even know where this team is headed, and we shall not know for a little while, because now we have to go for an ad break. You guys are watching Crickpicks with Behram, Saurabh and Varun, and we'll be back in like half a minute, so go nowhere.
This video is brought to you by our supporters on Patreon. If you want to be part of the community that makes content like this, head over now. My latest book is The Art of Batting. It delves deep into how the best players ever made their runs. Get your copy today.
Welcome back to the Crickpicks podcast. You guys are with Behram, Varun and Saurabh, and we are currently assembling a T20I team of retired Asian cricketers. And Saurabh Somani has 2 picks in a row. We are nearly halfway through this exercise. Let's see where he takes it.
So I can't believe that I still have this player to pick. Give me Lasith Malinga. Because I thought he would be second or third to be picked. But I'll happily take him. He and Umar Gul at the deaths would be like, a really, really elite combo.
Yeah.
And Malinga, obviously, he can bowl. I think I'd actually just keep him for 2 power play, 2 death. I don't think I'd keep too many times. I mean, unlike what we might do with a Jasprit Bumrah, where 1 power play, 1 in the middle, 2 at the death sort of thing. I would probably have 2 of Malinga up top and 2 at the death. But so that's my first pick. Second pick, I am very, very tempted to go rogue. Because I want this guy to be the keeper. So I will go Dinesh Karthik.
I had him in my team as well.
Damn, that is rogue. You guys have all collectively pissed off the MSD fans. And Varun, you're a part of the fan club, so they've kicked you out as well.
Yeah, but even as a Dhoni fan, they're not particularly smart, so we're good.
All right, DK has made it. That is a rogue pick. Because Malinga picks himself. I only picked Sehwag because I was in that frame of mind that, Varun's just about to pick him, so I need to think about my next pick. And then he didn't pick him, and I was like, I'll pick him. But Malinga, of course, I agree that you can give him 2 overs at the start and then bowl him out at the death. Gul can primarily be post 10 overs, and then Afridi and Ajmal can bowl through the middle. So we only need 1 more bowler, really. New ball bowler, essentially, right? And it's interesting that you've gone for DK, because DK does give you one specific skill set. He can probably bat even below Afridi. Right?
I only went for DK because Dhoni's horrible in T20 internationals.
So my choices were between Dhoni, DK, or someone like a Mohammad Shahzad. But Mohammad Shahzad opens the batting. And I felt like we had much better options as openers, whereas DK fills a role which is more difficult to get. Batting at 6, finishing, and he has pretty decent T20I numbers actually. He didn't keep for a lot of his T20I career because Dhoni was in the team, but his I think T20I strike rate is 144 or something, and that you would happily take. he's also, so I wanted him as my keeper ahead of any other choices. So I basically picked him so that our keeper is done and we can fill up the team with the rest of the spots.
All right, then you're done with your 2 picks. And what's our team looking like now? Varun, can you read it out for me? In order of what the batting order looks like, not the order of picks.
So currently I have Sehwag as the opener, Kohli at 3. I have DK at 6, Afridi 7. We can swap them around later.
Uh-huh.
And I have Umar Gul at 9, Malinga at 10, and Saeed Ajmal at 11 for now.
Yeah, that's fair. I
So we
think.
don't have a 4 and 5, and then we need a second opener and a bowler. And obviously the 12th man.
Damn, this is not that
Yeah.
straightforward anymore, right? Right, so there is that hipster pick from Pakistan for opening batter, but I don't want to do that right now. I think it's too soon. It's too soon for that. And maybe someone else can take that plunge and I won't get shat on in the comments. I'm already probably, I've gotten shat on a lot by now. I don't know, that episode isn't out yet. But we picked
No, it will be out by the time this is out, right?
So you guys will have seen it already, but I picked
Yes.
Haris Rauf in the T20 team that could beat India. So I'm already going through a lot currently whilst you are watching this episode, right? So I don't know, man. It's
when you picked him, actually Pakistan hadn't picked him in the side that they thought could beat India because he didn't play that first match of the Asia Cup.
yeah, that's true.
But you,
No, that is very much valid. Man. So
No, the interesting thing is he picked Rauf over Hazelwood, and you upset
Yeah.
the Indian fans and the RCB fans for not picking Hazelwood at the
True.
same time.
No, I'm telling you, I've been slaughtered on the internet already by this time. I'll just go for a safe pick, man. Give me Suresh Raina. Yeah, I feel
Okay, so
sort of iffy about this because Raina, his T20I numbers aren't stellar. I remembered him being really good, by the way. He scored that 100 in the World Cup versus South Africa, I believe. But he's averaging 29 in T20Is, striking it at just under 135. Obviously, those numbers get better in overall T20s, where he's averaging 32 with a strike rate of 137.45, which for his era is phenomenal. But I just feel like we'll get a left-handed batter in there as well, who can potentially bat at 3 or 4. There's a lot of versatility. He's a decent fielder. So yeah, I mean for guys who have already retired, I need batters with intent, and I know Raina can do that job, right? So and he's a terrific player of spin. There's a lot over there.
Okay,
no,
I think that's fair.
he's I mean I don't think he's a bad pick. It's just that his T20 record overshadows his T20 international record for me,
Yeah.
because in the IPL until his drop off in the last 2 or 3 seasons, if you just take that extended peak that he had from 2008 to about 14-15, that was phenomenal, and he sustained it over a long time, constantly. So those T20 numbers would look actually different if you just take it till 2015, I think.
Yeah.
So after that, of course, he sort of tapered off, but that was way more impressive to me than his T20 international career. But all that you said is right. He has intent. He's left-handed. He can chip in with a few overs. He's a panther at point. So all of that, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, look, this is going to be a tricky exercise anyway. And we've got our openers, or well, we might not have our openers. That's why I didn't want this responsibility, because there were a few ways I could take this team, and I've gone for the safer route, leaving the tough work for Varun, who now has his last 2 picks, which are also in a row, back to back.
Indeed.
Yeah.
So I'll take Yuvraj Singh, I think.
Okay. I was thinking about him and Yuvraj, so I have their Crick Info profiles open in front of me, right? Raina and Yuvraj.
So I'd have Yuvraj above Raina and T20 International, but I think Yuvi again a bit. So he's very interesting. So his first couple of years in T20 Internationals are genuinely elite. He'd get into the current Indian team based off those numbers, that elite, right? And then he just has a decline. Even just before, and obviously once he's come post cancer, he just washed. He's not very good. He has the occasional knock where he goes nuts, but he's not good.
Okay, yeah, I mean, look, the numbers aren't bad by any means. In T20Is, he's averaging 28 at a strike rate of 136 plus. People will remember 2014, right? That final, which probably kind of diminishes his legacy in T20Is. But then again, you've also got to remember the 6-6s versus Broad.
Indeed.
Yeah, so
I
it
mean,
goes both ways.
the 6-6s will be always the most talked about. But for me, that semi-final innings versus Australia that followed, where he hit 70 of 30, that was actually better than that England 6-6's innings. Although the 6-6's obviously, great moment and all that. But that 70 of 30 was just insane hitting. And for 2007, the way he took on that elite Australian attack and the way he just that is what T20 looked like from the future, and interestingly, actually, I don't know if did you mention Shahid Afridi's player of the tournament performance? He was player of the tournament in 2007 too.
Yes, he was.
Everyone thinks it was Yuvraj, but it was actually Afridi.
Yeah.
Afridi should have gotten 2009. They gave him 2007. But he was pretty good in 2007 as well, but more so with the ball.
Yeah.
In 2009, he steps
Yeah.
up with the bat, which was really fascinating.
Yeah.
Okay.
Agreed.
So, Varun, now you have an option to pick the
So,
rogue
but
Pakistani
now-
opener or the Sri
No,
Lankan
I think we have to make Virat Kohli open, right? If you have Raina and Yuvraj.
one. But
That's what I was thinking.
one of those could always go 12th, by the way. It's not necessary that both
They
of them
could always
start,
go 12th.
right?
That's fair.
true.
Yeah, so we have to.
Raina would be a fantastic 12th man, actually.
Oh, yeah.
Now that I think about it.
Yeah, he would just come on in place of Malinga or Gul or Ajmal every time after they're done with the Rovers.
Because if we make Raina the 12th, then I think I'll probably change my last pick, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to make Raina your 12th, but we should keep it flexible. What sort
We
of
can keep
role?
it flexible.
What sort of role are you looking at with your last pick?
I was thinking of the Bangladeshi all-rounder because I think it's a bit unfair if he's not in this.
See, I feel
Has
like
he retired?
Yeah.
Has he
Oh,
officially
okay.
retired?
Yeah, I think it was. Last time I checked.
Dude, you
he
never
was
know.
retired.
You never know with the guy, right? You
Yeah,
could.
if
Look,
that's the thing, can we confidently say Shahid Afridi's retired? I don't know.
Yeah.
you could go for the Bangladeshi all-rounder, but it's not a stellar record, is it?
No, it's not.
But you
I
could
think
have
it's just the
you could have
all-round
him
thing,
as
yeah.
12th as well. It's not an issue,
No, my original thinking was because we have Kohli, and he might Gulbis, we need batting depth.
Yeah.
So I had Afridi at 8 in my initial thing. That's where my brain was going. So that's why I had
My-
Shahid in
my-
the top 7.
My next pick will take care of that. Don't worry.
Okay. So I'll leave that bowling option to you.
Yeah. I'm going hipster with my next pick, but it makes perfect sense for our team. So don't worry about that.
Do you know what? I'll just continue to vote for him and I'll just take Rohit.
Okay.
I'll happily I'll just take Rohit.
So it was interesting, right? You were obviously picking Rohit 3.0 because we know what he's capable of in T20s.
It's less about me rating him and me not trusting any other opener from these two, the Asian subcontinent.
I mean, there were some options. Obviously, Imran Nazir was the extremely hipster pick, and the sample size again is not a lot. But then I don't know. How do you guys feel about Mahela?
I had Mahela and Rohit in my team.
I'd pick Rohit ahead of Mahela.
Yeah.
No, because Mahela's power play strike rate is not far off Rohit's, and it's better than Imran Nazir's.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm
okay,
okay.
that's surprising. Okay.
It is
So that's why
surprising.
I thought I had him. So I'm okay, you might as well go with the both of them, and he has the sample size, right?
Yeah.
And he's I was saying in the group, I think Mahela is a better T20 international batter than he's an ODI batter.
That is a very fascinating take.
That is
I mean,
a hot take, yeah.
it is rather unfortunate that both Imran Nazir and Mahela have missed out. Maybe I should take the blame because I picked Sehwag and neither of you wanted to. So he would have gone unpicked and that could have opened up space for Mahela or Imran Nazir. But no, Rohit's a solid pick still. What's his strike
I
rate
also
in T20?
Yeah, I
Has
think I
140?
also saved. It's about 140. I also saved us from getting yelled at by Rohit fans and Dhoni fans.
True.
Now it's just going to be the Dhoni fans being yelling at us.
Yes.
I think we're sorted there.
Yeah, the Kohli fans and Rohit fans are on
But-
board.
But the CSK fans are going to be yelling at you extra because you picked the MI captain and not the CSK one.
That's true.
Yeah, so true. And you
And you're
picked the
wearing
RCB guy as well.
Yeah.
That's true.
Anyway, all right. Don't care if I get yelled at, but this pick makes absolute sense, perfect sense for our team. We get a power hitter out of it and a new ball bowler. So let's go.
Can I guess?
Let's go for guess.
Abdul Razak.
Yep, let's go for Abdul Razak.
I knew he was picking Abdul
I
Razak.
knew.
I knew he was going for it.
Dude, I mean, look, I've watched his entire career. That man had long levers. He also kind of, how Abhishek holds his bat a bit far away from the blade? Razak used to do that thing as well. And he could smash them, man. He when he hit them, they stayed hit. And with the ball, he was quite handy for Pakistan in the 2009 T20 World Cup, opening the bowling. He can also bowl in different phases, and we've got other buffer overs in this team anyway, with UV and Raina. So, I mean, look, the sample size isn't great. He's played 32 T20Is, and he's got 20 wickets at a bowling average of under 20. Economy is under 7, slightly under 7, like a 0.01 under 7. And with the bat, his numbers aren't great in T20Is. But if you've seen Abdul Razak bat, you know that this team won't gulbis. He can definitely do a job as a power hitter in the back end of an innings.
So I had Abdul Razak in my long list, but I thought there was a guy who could do a similar role but better. Maybe not as good a bowler, but a better batter. But I don't know whether I can pick him because I need to know what our 11 is and who we are lacking, right? This is the last pick, so...
So we have... yeah, go for it.
I'll just read out the 11 then. So we got Rohit and Viru opening. Virat at 3, Suresh Raina at 4, UV at 5, DK at 6, Afridi at 7, Abdul Razak 8, Umar Gul, Malinga and Saeed Ajmal. So you can either go 12th, or if you want to make Raina the 12th, then you probably need a number 5, I think.
I don't have a particular number 5. So then I'll go with the guy that I thought... There were 2 guys that I thought deserved. One was Imad Wasim. I think he was a decent candidate. I quite like what he does, but I'll go for Thisara Pereira.
Ooh,
Okay.
I like that pick. I do.
Yeah, so I think I would have had him ahead of Abdul Razak.
We have a lot of spin bowling options, so I think Imad, like, you don't need another slow left armour, right?
That's true.
I think it makes sense.
Yeah, so if we wanted spin bowling cover, there is Harbhajan Ashwin. But I think Thisara makes most sense because if you want to make... I don't know if you can make Raina the 12th man with Thisara there, but if you have a 12th man in Thisara, he can fit a few different roles in the team. So yeah.
No, I think he
Thisara,
is
so
versatile.
that's our 12th.
And at his
Yeah.
peak, he was a phenomenal T20 player, man. I mean, even in that
Yeah,
T20 World Cup that they won, he played a major role, right? So, and I mean, he gives you that 3-dimensional utility. I feel like he could replace Raina in this team if you really wanted to. It could happen, right? It's not beyond the realms of possibility.
Can he? Like, I just...
Who else
the
are the
batting-
batters?
So then
I
DK
think
would
the
come in
only
at 5.
No, the
If-
other
if
way would be... Yeah, so DK would come in at 5. You could get rid of one of the openers or Suresh Raina and
You
then
could-
bring him in at the death.
You could open
Like
with
go
Afridi.
extreme bad deep.
Open with
You
Afridi.
could open with Afridi.
Yeah.
You could
Yeah.
open with Afridi.
Rohit bats in the middle order. There are lots of things you can do with this team. I feel like, I also think Imad Wasim actually had a pretty fine T20I career, but then again, I feel like Thisara Pereira is giving us more over here in terms of what we
Yeah.
can do. And maybe an extra seamer doesn't hurt, right? Even if he doesn't have to bowl 4 overs. All right then. That kind of wraps up our 12. Varun, first tell everyone what our 12 looks like, and then what everyone's individual picks were.
Of course, so our 12 is Rohit Sharma and Virendra Sehwag opening the batting. Virat Kohli at 3, Suresh Raina at 4, Yuvraj Singh 5, Dinesh Karthik at 6, Shahid Afridi at 7, Abdul Razak at 8, Umar Gul at 9, Lasith Malinga at 10, and Saeed Ajmal at 11, with our 12th man being Thisara Pereira. And the individual choices, Saurabh had Shahid Afridi, Lasith Malinga, Dinesh Karthik, and Thisara Pereira.
Alrighty.
Behram had Saeed Ajmal, Virendra Sehwag, Suresh Raina, and Abdul Razak. And I had Virat Kohli, Umar Gul, Yuvraj Singh, and Rohit Sharma.
All right then.
Varun is just winning the popular vote for sure.
I mean, there's no point in me saying that let us know who you think won in the comments below, because all of you are going to say Varun anyway. So that's a futile exercise. But I feel like we've done all right over here. The top
I have
6 is
a
all
question.
Indian, and the bottom 6
Yeah.
is not.
So do you think these guys could take on the current Indian team?
With the
Like,
ball,
can I just say, I'm so happy that Virat and Rohit retired, not because they are bad. The state of this batting lineup without the both of them, my word.
then you'll have your Mahelas and Imran Nazirs then. Those are the guys who come in, right?
You'd have Mahela or Sangha, like all of them, Lord. I'm like,
If we
I
had
don't want that.
if we had one more round, Mahela was getting picked, Imran Nazir was getting picked, and maybe Imad Wasim was getting picked, right? Realistically.
Why would you pick 75 openers?
Yeah.
I
else?
would pick a Ashwin or a Harbhajan over Imran Nazir in this.
I
squad.
initially had Ashwin just because I think Ashwin's a great Asian bowler and he gives
Yeah.
you the batting depth.
And he can bowl across more phases than Harbhajan, right? You can use him in the power play if you need to.
Indeed.
Yeah. I mean, you do have options. But anyway, I think we've done all right. You guys let us know how you felt about this podcast. And do let me know if you've forgiven me for the Haris Rauf pick yet. Hey, I mean, look, take those 2 games out. Take Melbourne and the final in Dubai out, and he's done all right, okay? I'm going to die on that hill. It's just the high pressure stuff where he crumbles. But anyway, let us know what you guys would have done differently, what your 12s would have looked like in the comment section below. And don't forget that you can go to goodareas.co and bookmark that webpage. That can prove to be your one-stop shop for all the fun work that we do as part of our team, whether it be written content, videos, or podcasts. And you must know that all of our podcasts on the Good Areas Network are powered by our supporters on Patreon. You can become one of them by going to Patreon/Good Areas Podcast. Then enjoy ad-free content, talk to us exclusively, and give us Crickpicks recommendations because we clearly need them. Guys, please send them over. And we'll see you soon enough. We'll see you soon in a Wagon Wheel or a Crickpicks or another show. But that's all for now. Have a good one, guys, and goodbye.
I once made a pair in a club game, which is almost impossible to do. But I have been obsessed with batting my entire life. And so I put that into my new book, The Art of Batting. Being that I'm not very good at that skill, I decided to talk to other people who were. So I hit up as many contacts as I could just to talk about batting. Rahul Dravid, Brian Lara, AB de Villiers, Kumar Sangakkara, Ross Taylor, Susie Bates, Nasser Hussain, Ian Chappell, and so many, many, many more. I wanted batters to talk about how they and their friends made runs, because that is the art of batting.